Hello beautiful sisters, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time seeing me, let me tell you something. I want you to make sure that you grab your seat belt, tighten your seat belt, because I'm going to serve you and this is going to be a good ride, like a very good ride, because on this channel I'm going to serve you breakfast, lunch and dinner until you are belly full, until you are full to the fullest. That's one thing I'm promising you on this channel. So join the Anegbode family. I promise you will not regret it. And if you're a returning sister, baby girl, thank you so much for coming back. We are on the way to 200 subscribers. So please, my goal for the month of November is to get to 200 subscribers. So do not forget to hit that red subscribe button right in front of your screen. Do not forget to comment. Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to share. Like, let other people know that the Anegbode's gang is growing. You know, we are growing in this platform, and that's all we want to do. Growth and growth. Anyways, I got this new appliance from Amazon. I hope it does work. Hopefully the sound sounds great, better than my other videos. I'm really hoping so. I will leave the link in my description box below in case anybody wants to get, you know, the microphone off of Amazon. You can most definitely do that. So yeah, let us get right into today's video. So I'm actually going out trying to get dressed for me to go out to run a couple errands, and I did drop a question box on my Instagram for you guys to ask me spicy good questions, and you guys came through because these questions are spicy, and that's what we're going to be doing today while I get dressed and do all my makeup and all of that stuff. We're going to be answering the spicy good questions. So let us get right into it. Sis, I tried to do my brows on camera, but it was a total disaster, so I had to go off camera to do this whole brows. But anyways, I'm looking down to look at the questions because again I'm filming with my phone, so the questions I'll write on my book because I have to write them down. One of the questions I got is watched your video on struggles in your 20s and wanted to know how are you mentally. I am doing well. I'm doing fine. By the grace of God, I would say that I'm fine mentally. I do feel like, you know, I still have a lot of work to do. I'm going to therapy, meeting up with my therapist. You know, I have family and friends that are supporting me in every aspect of my life. So I do have a good support system, and I will proudly say I'm doing well. You know, I'm getting to the point where I can say I'm fine, or where I can say I'm okay. But again, it's not a final destination. You know, life is a struggle. We're going to go through different things. But thank you so much for asking, and thank you so much for watching that video. What's my opinion on waiting till marriage? Waiting till marriage, abstaining from sex, is a personal decision. You know, it's something that you have to do for yourself alone, and the person that you're talking to, your partner, has to understand that, you know, this is a decision that you're making for yourself alone, not just because, you know, church or anything. It's your personal relationship. You and you alone know the reason why you want to wait till marriage. Don't be doing the whole idea of waiting to marry because if you're a lady, you want to give it as a gift to. That just blows my mind. But if you're waiting to marriage, it's a good thing. In this day and age, it's quite difficult to do that. I can talk from experience. It's very difficult, but I believe that if you're honoring God with your body, just understand that you're going to have a lot of struggles, and it's not easy. It's really not. Just make sure that you're grounded in your faith and you're grounded in your beliefs, and you know, you don't lower your standards just because you want to fit the whole, you know, you want to fit the whole idea of what relationship is in this day and age. You have to create your own standards for yourself, and make sure the person that you're dating understands that, the person you're with understands that. If the person is not understanding it, you move on and go to the next person that is going to understand it. So abstaining from sex is not easy. Trust me, it's most definitely isn't easy, and you're going to encounter temptations and stuff. But if this is what you want for yourself, 100%, I'm in total agreement with it. So yeah, wait to marry, sis. Have you been ghosted, or have anybody ghosted you? Sis, nobody has ghosted me, and I have never ghosted anybody. And if that ever happens, let me not lie to you, sis, we move on. Like, we move on. I cannot stress my mind to think about changing you or trying to pursue you. No, you ghosted me. Okay, what am I going to do? Sit around and be sobbing when there are a million fishes in the sea? Hello? No, I'm not. I have never been ghosted, and I hope never to get ghosted. What do you do about jealous friends who never celebrate your wins? Oh my God. I have never experienced this before, and I hope never to experience this. But one thing I'm going to say is, first of all, they're not your friends, because I don't understand how you're going to have a friend and the friend is not celebrating your win. Make that make sense, because the math is not mathing. 2 plus 2 is 4. So this math is not mathing, because if they're your friends, first of all, they should be one of the first people to celebrate your win, one of the first people who celebrate your business. Because listen, my friend group, if any of my friends literally launches a business, I may not have the money, I may not be able to support them financially, but one thing is for sure, if it means using my platform to literally market their business, I'm doing that. If it means I'm doing anything possible just to make sure they sell their market. Literally, I'm making sure that friend of mine sells her market or sells his market, because I believe that if my friends are succeeding 9 times out of 10, the spirit of blessing, the angel of blessing is around my vicinity. That means very soon I'm going to experience my own portion of the blessing. So if you're having a jealous friend, you need to move on, pack your load and go. Simple. What is your take on gender equality? My take on gender equality, if you know me personally, you know that I'm always talking about gender equality, feminism, egalitarianism, if I'm pronouncing that word right. I'm always talking about how I do want women and men to be treated equally. Now, it doesn't mean that, there's no difference between a man and a woman. There is a huge difference between a man and a woman. But when it comes to gender equality, my stand is I do want women to be given the same opportunities as men. I do want a world where women are respected and valued, and there's no circle, or there's no like this ideas on what a woman is supposed to do, like cleaning, for instance, or like cooking. These are basic life duties that everybody's supposed to have, and not just things. It's not a gene associated with a woman. If you're a man, you're supposed to know how to cook. If you're a woman, you're supposed to know how to do certain things for yourself. You're supposed to know how to provide for yourself personally without having a man beside you. And that's my idea on gender equality. So probably go for red lips, I think. But yeah, how did you grow your confidence? You're full of wisdom. How did you grow your confidence this much? One of the first things I'm going to say is confidence is a marathon. It is not a sprint. You have to constantly do the work. You have to constantly affirm to yourself that you're a great woman. Affirm to yourself that you can do whatever you put your mind to. Remind yourself how beautiful, how unique, how great you are as a woman, as a person. Like, you are a whole human being. Like, you are great in your own power. Confidence is something that you yourself, you have to be your number one hype woman. Like, you have to hype yourself up. Follow people around you that are going to inspire you. Have friends that are always going to inspire you. Make friend groups that are going to make you feel better about yourself. You don't want to have people around you that is going to make you feel less about yourself. People that are going to talk down on you gaining a little bit of weight, or people that are going to talk down on you losing kind of weight. You don't want that kind of energy if you're trying to grow your self-esteem. And yeah, red flags in a relationship. One of my huge red flags when it comes to relationship is not being consistent with me. Like, I don't like it when people start off talking, they start up the talking stage with, constant calling, constant this, constant that, because you're trying to pursue a girl, and all of a sudden you just stop. Like, that for me is such a huge red flag. Like, I do want to hear constantly that I'm valuable to you, or how important I am to you, or, I want to hear those things, because that makes me feel like, he really, really likes me. And if you're not giving me that, then I'm like, okay, so I guess we're just gonna move on. And that for me is just so annoying, because if you're pretending to give me energy that you cannot provide, that is very, very disrespectful. That is very, very distasteful, and that's just like a no. Please do not do that. What is something you would tell your younger self? Wow, if there is one thing I'm going to tell my younger self, is I am super proud of you. I am proud of the woman that you are going to become. You're going to be proud of the person that you are going to become. You are going to be a great person. I want you to take it easy on yourself and always remind yourself that everything will be fine. I want you to always seek help when necessary. I want you to remind yourself that no matter how hard life gets, you are going to overcome it. And it is important that regardless of the situations that life throws at you, remember to take a break and take care of you. Do you want kids? Oh my God. If you know, I am petrified by kids. I am and I have 2 nephews and, other people that I do take care of, like distant cousins and distant nieces and stuff. But yes, I do want kids. Regardless of me being petrified by them, I most definitely want kids of my own. Absolutely. Like, I literally imagine it every day, how I'm gonna be a mother, how I'm going to take care of my how I'm going to take care of my camera shifted, how I'm going to take care of my family and like be that mother that is going to provide, help my husband. It makes me laugh every single time, but I can't wait to actually experience it. But yes, I most definitely want kids. Another question is, do you have a boyfriend? Hey, the way I got these questions, right? This particular question, if I have I'm just like, why are people so interested in my private life? Like, it's really not that exciting. It's really not that deep. For real, it's really not. Do I have a boyfriend? I do not have a boyfriend. So let me answer that question straight up and direct. I do not have a boyfriend. Vanessa is very, very much single. She's not talking to anybody. She's not, she's not trying to get interested or get in a situationship or trying to get entangled. No, I'm not trying to do none of that. I tried to date this year, but no, it didn't go as planned. But I'm not upset or anything like that. But I do not have a boyfriend. That's what you want to know. I am dating multiple men and I feel guilty about it. What should I do? Now, if it's what I'm thinking, dating, like, you're talking to multiple people, first of all, you should not feel guilty for that, because that is very much natural. You're very much allowed to talk to as many people as you want to. That's why it's called a talking stage. You're not loyal to one person, or you're not attached to one person yet. So you're very much allowed to talk to multiple people. That's why it's called dating. However, if you're dating exclusively, that's where you have to be loyal to one person. You've decided, okay, I want to date this person, I'm interested in this particular person, and that's the person that I do want to be with. If you're talking about that, you have to figure out who you do like and who you want to spend life with. I don't know how old you are, but if you are in an age where you're thinking about marriage or thinking about kids, and yeah, you do have to think about which of the men you do enjoy their company, which of them do you actually feel like can motivate you, or which of them makes you a better person and wants you to be a better version of yourself. That's what you have to do. You have to make that decision for yourself and be like, okay, this is what it is. I do like this person, and this is the only person that I do want to be with. And when you find that answer for yourself, then yeah, you do have to make the decision to tell the other men and be like, hey, it's been a good ride with you. It's going to be very difficult, but you have to make that decision, else you're cheating. And cheating is a no-go for nobody, regardless of who you are, whether it's a man or a woman. Nobody wants to be cheated on. Yo, I love my lips so much. Like, it's just like right. How do you handle your overthinking? When it comes to my overthinking, because I'm such a huge overthinker, and I say this all the time, I'm a huge overthinker, and it has affected me mentally. It has affected the way I view things. It has affected the way I do things in my life. And one of the ways I've been handling them recently is just not to worry. I've been trying my best not to worry about situations, because I'm just having that idea that regardless of what I do, there is no point worrying about certain things I have absolutely no control over. Like, if I have no control over the whole situation, it's literally pointless worrying, because you're just stressing your head over something you have no control over. That's one of the major things I've been trying to implement in my whole overthinking situation. And another thing is, I just try to take a break. I try as much as possible to take breaks, because I believe breaks are very, very productive. Once I'm taking a break and my mind is very much relaxed, I am not overthinking as much, and I try, and it kind of like detoxifies my system and makes me feel whole and makes me feel better about myself. But if I'm overthinking, if I'm stressed out, then I'm overthinking, then it's like I'm worrying and I have my anxiety, and that is something that I'm trying to avoid. I don't want that for myself. Another question that I did get a lot is, how do you end toxic relationships? One thing you do have to understand is relationship is a two to tango thing. It's between you and somebody, and you have to know your value. You have to know your worth. You have to know what you bring to the table as an individual, whether it's romantic relationships or friendships. You have to know who you are, and you have to be strong in who you are. And once you know that for yourself, it makes it 10 times easy to know your worth and know your standards, that you don't accept BS from people. You literally just pack your load and go if they're giving you any kind of negative energy, especially if you feel like you've communicated how this person makes you feel, or how you feel like this relationship is being toxic to you mentally, being toxic to you physically. Provided you've communicated that to that person or to the people, then it is important that if they don't reciprocate the energy that you feel like you deserve, you have to leave that environment. Because if you don't leave that environment, you're going to deteriorate, and you don't have to keep on thinking that this person makes me feel so happy. I'm telling you, I saw something the other day, and it says you have not met all the people that are going to show you unconditional love in this life. Like, you are literally yet to meet those people. So because you are yet to meet those people, you have to choose you first. Like, you are the most important person in any relationship, whether romantic, whether family, whether friendships. Choose you. And the final question that I did get is, how did I get into research? If you do not know, I go to Towson University, and I do a lot of not a lot, but I do some kind of research. But I haven't done research in a year. But one of the ways to get into research is to ask your mentors. You have to ask your professors. You have to ask them what they have to offer, what classes they have to offer. You have to figure out what exactly you like somebody like me. My research lab where I did research at Towson is pretty much dealing with immunotoxins and electrogenesis and stuff like that. So those kind of things intrigue me, and I tried to ask one of my professors that it had to do molecular biology, and led me to another professor that did with biochemistry, because I love to deal with proteins and toxins and those kind of things. Those kind of things intrigue me. So that's exactly how I got into that particular research. But before that, I did other kinds of research. So most importantly, ask your faculty members, ask your professors, ask friends. They're probably advertising some kind of thing that you can do so you can get into the research programs. And that's how I was able to get into research. Skin is given. This makeup is given spicy. Everything spicy. Oh my god. Anyway, my beautiful sisters, thank you so much for watching this video up to this point. Y'all are really the real ones. I appreciate you guys. Please do not forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to comment. Don't forget to do all those things, because the goal for the ending of November is to get to 200 subscribers. So I will really appreciate it if you can do everything that you can to help me get to 200 subscribers. Like I said in the beginning of this video, hold your seatbelt, tighten your seatbelt, because you are in for a ride. You are in for a ride. We're going to serve you breakfast, lunch, and dinner. That's all we're going to serve you until you are full to the fullest and you are tired. Like you can't even be tired, because we're going to serve you everything that you need. Anyways, do not forget to stay beautiful. Don't forget to stay classy. Don't forget to stay humble. Don't forget to stay vibrant. Don't forget to be beautiful, because that's exactly who you are. And don't forget to continue to be the best version of yourself. Until the next one, guys. See you guys in the next video. Bye.